A 40-foot anaconda, a traitor with a smile sharper than fangs. Every wrong turn leads to a snake's stomach. Welcome to the Amazon's deadliest game. The Amazon's relentless currents cradle a lone poacher's boat. Shadows writhe beneath the surface as an unseen monstrous force explodes through the hull, splintering wood and sanity. Cornered in his final act of defiance, he denies the beast its prize, his gunshot echoing across the water. Deep in the heart of the Amazon, a documentary crew ventures into the unknown. Their mission: to unearth the Shirishamas, a tribe swallowed by myth and jungle. Leading the expedition is Terry Flores, a director with a spine of steel, flanked by her loyal cameraman and childhood friend, Danny Rich. Rounding out the team are Denise Kalberg, a no-nonsense production manager, her wisecracking sound engineer boyfriend, Gary Dixon, Warren Westridge, a narrator chasing immortality through his voice, Professor Stephen Kale, an anthropologist whose book smarts wilt in the humidity, and Mateo, a boat skipper with secrets lurking behind his weathered gaze. Their fragile quest shatters when they cross paths with Paul Cerrone, a Paraguayan snake hunter marooned on a rotting vessel. Cerrone's smile drips with calculated charm as he offers to guide them to the Shirishamas. But his eyes betray a predator's hunger. Tensions simmer. Kale clashes with Cerrone over tribal lore, their debates sharp as machetes. Then, fate strikes. A wasp's sting swells Kale's throat shut, leaving him gasping for life. In a grotesque act of salvation, Cerrone slits the professor's trachea with a blade, reviving him only to seize control of the boat hours later. The crew's documentary dream curdles into a nightmare. Cerrone's true quarry slithers into focus. A giant anaconda, a leviathan of scales and teeth rumored to dwarf all recorded beasts. His obsession bleeds through every command. This is why he saved Kale. This is why he hijacked their fate. The Amazon, it seems, has chosen its players, and the game has only just begun. Amid the skeletal remains of the poacher's boat, Danny, Mateo, and Cerrone sift through debris slick with river rot. On the boat lies a yellowed newspaper photo, frozen in the frame. Cerrone, Mateo, and the dead poacher, grinning over slaughtered snakes. The truth coils tight. This was never a rescue mission. It was a reunion of hunters. As they retreat, Mateo slips into the black water, his cry cut short by the strike of a 25-foot anaconda, a myth made flesh. Its jaws clamp down, dragging him into the depths. Cerrone barely flinches. "Help me find the beast," he hisses to others, "and I'll carve you a path out of this hell." Nightfall brings chaos. The serpent returns, its bulk crashing against the boat. Cerrone lunges with a net, but the beast twists free, ensnaring Gary in a death embrace. Terry raises her rifle, but Cerrone slaps the barrel aside as Denise's scream fractures the air, grief raw and primal. The crew revolts and put a plan in action. Terry seduces Cerrone and distracts him, so others can take him down. Cerrone, once a puppeteer, is bound and silenced, a prisoner to the very chaos he orchestrated. But the Amazon isn't finished. Some debts can't be tied with rope. Dawn breaks over a thunderous waterfall. The crew's boat lodges itself in the rocks, a prisoner to the river's wrath. Terry, Danny, and Westridge plunge into the churning water, muscles straining against the winch's rusted gears. Above deck, Denise corners Cerrone, blade trembling in her grip. But Cerrone twists like a serpent, pinning her with his legs. Her final breath escapes as he hurls her body into the rapids. The anaconda strikes again, its monstrous form breaching the chaos. Westridge lures it away, buying Terry and Danny precious seconds to scramble aboard. Cerrone seizes the madness, breaking free to tackle Danny. High above, the beast pursues Westridge into a towering tree. The crew watches, helpless, as he plummets to his death, the Anaconda swallowing his scream. The Anaconda lunges for Danny, but Terry's bullet finds its skull, a crack of salvation. Cerrone lunges at Terry. Kale, half-conscious, drives a tranquilizer dart into Cerrone's neck. Danny finishes the job, heaving the hunter into the river's hungry current. The crew clings to the wreckage, battered but alive. Yet the Amazon's laughter echoes. This is no victory, only a pause. The jungle's wrath incarnates. Cerrone, now more beast than man, ambushes Terry and Danny, drenching them in rancid animal blood. A twisted sacrament to lure his prize. A 40-foot anaconda rises from the depths. The serpent strikes, its coils crushing the air from their lungs as Cerrone casts a net. But the anaconda scoffs at his arrogance, shattering the bonds and engulfing him whole, his screams muffled by her gullet. Terry and Danny wrench free, sprinting into a decaying riverside outpost. Inside, a nest of newborn anacondas writhes, a grotesque nursery. The anaconda pursues, vomiting forth a half-digested Cerrone. Terry flees up a rusted smokestack, the beast's jaws snapping at its heels. Below, Danny drives a pickaxe into the anaconda's thrashing tail, then ignites a fuel drum. Fire erupts, climbing its body like a vengeful spirit until the explosion catapults its blazing form into the river. On a splintered dock, Terry and Danny gasp for breath, only to see the anaconda rise again, charred and enraged. Danny seizes an axe, swings with primal fury, silencing it forever. Terry and Danny drift downriver, the boat now a hollow shell of their shattered ambition. They find Kale slumped in the hull, his body healing, but his eyes haunted. As the current carries them deeper into the unknown, the Shirishama tribe emerges like specters, their faces etched with the weight of centuries. Cerrone's lies curl into bitter truth. The tribe was here all along, watching, waiting. Cameras roll, capturing rituals older than memory. The jungle murmurs its verdict. You paid in blood for this footage. As the crew floats onward, the Amazon's ledger remains open. Some debts linger in the water, and some hatch in the dark. Thanks for watching. To catch all the latest from us, subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified as soon as a new video drops. We'll see you in the next one.